everybody. Again, Lorraine Beato with Flip the Switch, and this time we're going to change it up a little bit, and you're going to hear the voice from beyond, and we're doing a Q&A session.
Awesome. Okay, Lorraine. So you've put out a lot of great information, and now we just have a few questions for you. By transitioning to the investment side of the business, how do you go about not losing retail clients?
Well, I actually think it's a delicate balance, because I was at a point probably about 3 years ago, I was working with so many investors, and a lot of my posts on social media were about rehab projects, that I actually had people reach out and ask me if I was still working with retail buyers and sellers. They thought I was just at the point of only working with investors. And so I think I became cognizant about that. It wasn't something I had thought about. And so I've learned to just be a little bit more balanced in what I'm putting out there on my social media, and just letting people know, well, here's the beauty of having a real estate agent that is an investor and works with investors. Here's how I can apply that to the retail side to best help my retail buyers and sellers.
Awesome. How do you go about marketing? Now, you mentioned social media, so do you market your investor services separately from your consumer services, or do you market all services in a single marketing campaign?
So I'm pretty much a one-stop shop. I don't separate my marketing out at all. Most of the people, majority of the people who know me, know that this is what I do. I am all things real estate, from helping investors to helping retail clients. I don't change out my marketing. I don't really do a lot of marketing. Most of what I put out there is just organic content or information that I find that would be interesting either to regular retail clients or investor clients, you know, what's happening across the board in the real estate market. So I'm out there to inform. I really don't separate it out. I am getting to the point that I might launch some Facebook ads for my retail business, but for the most part, unless I'm doing targeted advertising, it's just me.
So it sounds like a lot of your business comes from word of mouth. How did you get to the point where you do so little marketing, but the bulk of your business comes by word of mouth?
So at the end of the day, if you treat people right and you do a good job and you build those relationships, you will get referrals. My investment part of my business actually started from a guru program that my husband and I had done a few years ago. I became part of that Facebook group. There were over 6,000 members in there, and it actually happened quite by accident. I started having people reach out to me saying, I want to buy in Atlanta. Oh my God, I want you to be my agent. Oh my gosh, I want you to find me deals in Atlanta. And then someone actually mentioned to me, they said, it's great, you've been posting organic content. I had no idea what the word organic content meant. But you know, one of the things you need to realize, I've been in this industry for such a long time. Well over 30 years. I started on the mortgage trading floor. I became an appraiser. I was a licensed agent. I was a loan officer. I have a very wide, comprehensive background in real estate. This isn't something I learned overnight. This is something that I did over a long period of time. So when I would see people post their deals, I would tell them why their deals didn't work, why the numbers didn't work, what were they leaving out. If someone was going to be a gap funder, where they'd come in with the balance of the money for someone to do a deal, how they would protect their money, how would they protect their position. And I just started helping people. And that's strictly where it came from. I mean, it came to the point a couple of years ago, I was managing 5 projects from 4 different out-of-state investors that never saw the properties here in Atlanta. And it's word of mouth. I mean, your word, your reputation, and your integrity in this business are everything.
Awesome. So you've been in the business for a long time. What advice would you give to someone who's been at it for 3 to 6 months, but is not getting traction in working with investors or even becoming an investor themselves? What advice would you give them?
Hang in there, stick with it, keep going. It took me a very long time to get started. I wish I had started sooner, but I didn't. I would rather you err on the side of caution, that if you're gonna get into a deal, make sure it's a good deal, make sure the numbers work. Don't just jump into something because you're hyped up because this is something that you're wanting to do. I protect my clients the same way I protect myself. I don't send them a deal I wouldn't do myself. So it'll happen. Just, stay at it, be persistent. It will take some time. You might get lucky really quickly. You may not, but don't give up. Just keep going.
Would you recommend someone quit their job if they were working a 9 to 5 to do this full time, to be a real estate agent while learning how to flip the switch?
So to be a real estate agent, or to be a full-time real estate agent and then become an investor full-time?
Would you recommend they quit their job?
No. I wouldn't. I think you're crazy. You need to feed your family. At the end of the day, you need to keep doing the income producing activities to sustain your household, to keep everything afloat. It's something that I don't think you have to quit one to do the other, because I do them both. I didn't stop selling real estate to become a real estate investor. I do them both, sometimes simultaneously. Sometimes I'm a real estate investor on the weekends and I'm a real estate agent during the week. So in terms of quitting it, no, I think it's a symbiotic relationship. I think they go hand in hand. You don't have to stop one to do the other. Now, I do know real estate agents that stopped selling to become full-time investors, but they only did that when they got to a level where they were comfortable. And that's the key. It's not a one-size-fits-all.
So when is the right time to flip the switch?
Whenever you're ready. Now, don't do analysis paralysis, because I know that stops a lot of people, and you need to take action and you need to start somewhere, but you need to feel comfortable about it. Get out there, get educated, get informed until you get to a level where you feel okay. Look, you're always going to be scared. I still get scared. I still get nervous with fix and flip projects because there's so many parts of the deal that you just can't control. Just like being a real estate agent, there's so many things we can't control in a transaction. And as far as that goes, that's normal. Okay, I've been a part of multiple projects at this point, and I still get that little butterfly in my stomach sometimes because I'm a little bit of a control freak, and I don't like some of the uncertainty that comes along with it. But at the end of the day, if you've run your numbers properly, you've done your full due diligence, you've got room for error because you need to build that in, you should be okay.
Does having your license help your investment business, or does it not matter?
I don't really think it matters. The only time that I think it can become actually a hindrance is, if you're a real estate agent, you're part of a brokerage, unless you're a broker owner, you have to follow, whatever the guidelines are for your real estate commission, whatever the guidelines are for your broker. If you're going to do any type of advertising, if you're selling, if you're advertising to try to get off market deals with pre-foreclosure lists or any of that sort of stuff, that's a whole nother topic. You have to be cognizant that I'm speaking generally, all of your broker information needs to be on there. And you always have to disclose to the public that you're a licensed agent. And that might freak some people out, some of your typical, general population people, because they may think, what do you know that they don't? So that would be the only thing I would caution you on. Other than that, it is nice having access to the MLS. That's probably the only perk that I would say. So again, Lorraine Beato with Flip the Switch. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon.